Yo, what's going on YouTube? Today we're looking at the Lumina. This is an exotic hand cannon from the Season of Opulence. It is basically the Thorn counterpart. Every kill you get, instead of getting the Soul Devourer perk, you would get Noble Rounds on this, which if you hit fire, it shoots out a projectile that heals your allies and also grants a damage buff. I'm not too sure exactly how much the buff is, but I think if you're familiar with normal like damage buffs, you could do the 2 headshot 1 body with this. Don't quote me on that, I'm not too sure. But aside from that, yeah, we're looking at a pretty good hand cannon. This thing is super fun to use. It also recently got buffed. I forgot when it was. I think it was either this season or last season. They added a couple points to the stats just to round it out. I think they added some range, some handling, and stability, if I'm not mistaken, which makes this hand cannon a lot better. Even though it's just such a small number that they added, it helps the weapon so much. Like, I feel like previously this weapon was almost unusable in PvP. It's definitely made it a blast to use because I've been using it for like the past few days in Iron Banner, and I was just having so much fun. I'm not gonna lie. It's like you get the best of both worlds. You're dishing out a bunch of damage, but you're also healing allies and just honestly being everything. Another thing with this hand cannon, this exotic, you can pair this with the Warlock exotic, the Boots of the Assembler, and what that does is it also gives you noble rounds. So I think passively you'll get what, like 2 noble rounds after popping a rift, which is good because you get that Blessing of the Sky buff, which will give you that damage bonus, which is super good. And having the catalyst for this is kind of important because you get 2 of the noble rounds, you get 2 of them, and then you're basically doubling the uptime of Blessing of the Sky, which makes it even better. Honestly, I was, every person I was killing, I would have basically 20 seconds because each noble round gives you about 10. Like a lot of 140s, you know, you hit a certain point where the range drops off. If you have Blessing proc and you hit that threshold, I think with the Blessing of the Sky, you still have a fair chance past your window of fall off. Basically, if you have Blessing of the Sky and you're out of the range of the weapon, it still feels pretty good. Like you could 4-tap to the head maybe, depending on how far. If it's like 70 meters, yeah, stop smoking crack, you're not hitting that. But if it's like, what, 25, 30, you might still hit for 50 to the head, which is not bad. 4 headshots, and that's the kill. I don't know about the flinch, but you know. Yeah, I haven't tried this weapon in 3s. I feel like it still honestly performed pretty good. This is a well-rounded hand cannon. Like, I feel like when I think of a very balanced hand cannon, this is what I'm looking at. Like, this hand cannon, it's just right in almost all the places, if that makes sense. Let's talk about some flaws with this weapon. Let's say you do get a kill and you pick up the 2 remnants, or 1 if you don't have the catalyst. You can't hit fire. Let's say the guy's like 1 shot and you're just whiffing shots, aiming down sights, and you're like, fuck it, let me hit fire, but you have Blessing or you have a noble round, you're fucked because you're just shooting a healing thing at them and it's doing nothing. It just bounces off them. And God forbid you have more than 1, because you have to get rid of all of them before you actually start shooting bullets out your weapon. That's pretty tough. It happened to me a lot when I was playing, but get used to just shooting your teammates. Well, shooting your teammates or shooting near it, because it has a pretty good tracking, the noble rounds. You get used to it. Aside from that, I don't really have any complaints about this weapon. How would I compare it to other exotic hand cannons? What other exotic hand cannons we got? We got Thorn, we got Sturm, Last Word, Crimson, Sunshot, and I think that's it. Honestly, I think it ranks top amongst them. I'm only saying that because this recent buff actually like really helped this weapon. Like, if you haven't used Lumina after they buffed it, please try it out. It actually feels so much nicer. Like, I just don't know how to explain it. It's just, it feels usable. That's what it feels like. It feels like you can actually use it in 3s or 6s and have a fucking chance. Before they buffed this thing felt like garbage. I didn't think like +4 range and stability and all this would make this much of a difference, but I feel like this is actually a usable weapon now compared to what it was. Comparing it to the other hand cannons, yes, it does get outclassed by things like Last Word and fucking Crimson and Thorn. I feel like just because those are so strong, like Thorn with the poison, Last Word, crazy fire rate, crazy damage, crazy TTK, Crimson as well, crazy range, crazy damage, like regeneration off kills. It's just wild. Lumina's definitely under that, but I feel like it could still compete. It could definitely still compete. And yeah, I didn't pair this with the Boots of the Assembler in the gameplay. I played Hunter a few of the games and then switched to my Titan. I'm gonna show off like the armor stats and stuff at the end of the video. You guys could take a look at that. And yeah, I also paired it with the main ingredient. This is the cracked rolls that are sold a few weeks back. If you didn't pick it up, you snooze, you lose, bro. I don't know what to tell you. Or maybe you have the even better roll, the under pressure tap to trigger. Hey, either way, this is cracked. But you still also have weapons like the Snorri that dropped this season, which are pretty good. Anyway, this isn't about that. This is about the Lumina. If you don't have the catalyst, I know getting the catalyst for this is a pain in the fucking ass. It sucks. I don't know the best way to do it. I know before the best way to do it was going in the fuck, what was the room where it would like infinitely spawn ads like on the pedestals and you could invite your friends. I can't remember the name of it. It was in Season of Opulence. Like they introduced it in like the treasure room or fuck whatever the name of it was. But basically you could go in there with one other person, kill an ad, pick up a remnant, and just shoot your teammates infinitely until you get the catalyst done. But now, since we don't have that, you're fucked. Like, good luck. The amount of people you have to hit with noble rounds is disgusting. But if you do get it done, it's worth it. You basically double the uptime of Blessing of the Sky, and it's a good damage bonus. And yeah, I'm gonna throw some gameplay on in the back with some music. If you enjoy, as always, leave a like. Saw some people commented last video. I like that. Comment again. Let me know your thoughts, because talking about this shit is interesting to me, you know. I like to hear everybody's opinions. And yeah, enjoy.